I ran past it. It wasn't a good run anyway. I'm not sad to reset. I'm glad you were ready for disappointment, Kirby, because there was disappointment in that run.
こちらクラスゼロ。
コムは無事届いたようだな。助けてくれ。なおしない戦士に感謝をしよう。
That's
私が指揮官を務めるクラサメだ。
usually what happens there.
はこれより屈弱クリスタルを封している。
One of those two guys just
ま
won't
ずは
run
中
into you.
央エレベーターを使用して飛空艇発着場に停泊している10個機関を調べてくれ。
But you know what, it's all good, because I realized I didn't get a chance to show off Queen's pointless ability. Look at how pointless this thing is. There is no way to speed. Last time I actually had a really good bridge, so I'm hoping I can do it again.
早く配置につけ。これより降下します。
クイーンです。どうしました？
通勤のテスト。
くだらないことで連絡をしないでください。そちらはどう
It
です
wasn't
か？
awful.
クラスゼロ、聞こえるか？こちら情報部。
Characters have different move speeds with their weapons out and their weapons stowed. Queen moves faster with it out, so whenever she puts it away, that seems I'm gonna try and take it out as fast as I can.
広告兵が降下してくるぞ。敵を相当して乗り込む。
選手交代です。
任せてくれ。
Big ace run in circles.
Nanda?
見つけた。来やがった。これ以上進ませるな。ここで仕留めろ。
I'm not sure why those guys like jumped on the lift. I'm pretty sure they all have grenades. But I mean, I don't want to start critiquing any one of the four militaries' strategies in this game because they're all equally stupid.
相当感じ。ここは頼む。
お任せ
機
ください。
関が落ちる前に早く脱出しな。
I actually can't pick out which country is the worst, you know, in strategy and military understanding. They're all awful. Okay, so anyway, I want to see a bunch of first aid kits. I'll take 2 first aid. That's actually all I really need. As long as I get 2 first aid kits in the first 2 stages.
未確認兵器の反応を感知。
こ
Cutscenes in this game is really weird too. Like I said, if you don't get that like first frame you can skip them on, sometimes you just can't. And once again, the party did absolutely nothing to help me. Seriously, all I need there is for Jack to attack once, for 7 to do 1 Blizzard Bomb. Any of those things speed that boss fight up pretty significantly. None of those things happened. A good prologue though. I'm gonna say like 36. Yeah, that's. I think like a 432 is the best prologue I've ever gotten. I got stuck behind some garbage. Ah well. Hopefully you don't see it at all, but every time you load a new room here in Academia, you get a little cutscene, just like showing you what it is. If I do everything right, then I skip all the cutscenes, but like I said, sometimes the game just really wants you to watch the first 2 or 3 seconds of the cutscene. It worked really hard on this cutscene. There are also just a lot of cuts. The intro itself is a half an hour long. I rolled it wrong. Quick menu sets the party up. Puts the right ability. Characters I have right.
Otsukare.
Between missions, you might notice the like time in the bottom right. X hours until mission. The game really wants you to do some Persona social linking, side quests, all that good stuff. But we're not going. Every quote-unquote activity takes 2 hours off of that, and leaving Academia and going out into the map takes 6. But there's no reason. At least not in any. Accidentally brought King. Primed again. Great. The Catter's primed, she's actually pretty good here too. She's just naturally faster than Rem. Although she's not terribly effective against them. I know, I had to take a year plus off of streaming if you don't count streaming at events.
ってきたのか。
守りを固めろ。
よろしく。
お安いご用だ。
Not
任務
bad
完了。
ration. The other one died. Wow, those soldiers are awful. Hey Matt, I don't want to get into it. Let's leave it at that. There are mushrooms growing on my walls right now. My basement is a swamp. Dude, shoutouts to Teacher Moogle. He just wants to teach you things. What a cool dude. So yeah, the rest of his lectures all of his lectures improve your stats. He gives experience, he gives lectures for all of the different types of magic, defense, attack. It's pretty nice casually. Good way to use up that free time between missions, but you don't need it in a speedrun. Now we go get chocobos, because the game makes us stand in this circle for like 20 seconds anyway. Oh hey, the rare cactar is there. Neat. There's like a 1 in 100 chance for that cactar to spawn there and run away. It doesn't matter at all. We can't do anything with it. But it's neat that it showed up. That was a good one. I am mixing up my menus. Which is amazing because there's only like 4 menus. But thanks, man. Don't worry, you won't be missing. I'm gonna be honest, I love this game, but the most interesting parts of it are the very beginning and the very end. Also, I'm not bad at making those Moogle text boxes disappear. They really do just linger for like 20 seconds. Pretty awful. How you doing, Sora? So here I'm gonna bring Cadet, Jack, Rem, Akina. Cat is just coming along for the experience. She's also a good backup if something like super awful happens and I but I mean, I think I just at that point anyway. It's really just on the train that's again only characters in the party get experience, and we're gonna need her later. Also, I swear I'm not doing this just because it looks really stupid. This is Rem's fastest form of movement. Makina's really good at destroying walls. This time it's fine. There we go. This time they're spawning. Last run I had some weird problem where these enemies just weren't spawning. Oh, she still has the aura. Nice. So yeah, Rim just kind of tears through these jumps. And what Rim doesn't kill, Jack does a pretty good job of.
ここまでとはな。マシンの呼び名ではないよ。エルゾー、戦闘可能な兵は続け。
Got some time to kill. Might as well kill that guy. We're just gonna like quit. Because for whatever reason that takes us straight to the boss. Oh, and I was a little slow on that. And on that. It's fine. Okay. Not a perfect fight, but I didn't just blow 30 seconds for no reasons. His first punch is always guaranteed, which is why I was kind of... Oh no, accidental save. Thankfully, accidentally saying yes to save is too awful. Obviously, it's not great, but certainly not as bad as in some games with like a time lost by itself.
Gokuro.
So we unlocked the Eidolons there, Nolans, however you like to say them. We have to leave before we can come back in and start the next mission, though. Game just really does not expect you to want to start the next mission immediately.
Gokuro. Gokuro.
やるぞー、私に任せて。
期待してるぞ。
Gonna do a little shopping trip. The game just deposits us right next to a city where we can buy some good stuff. Little sloppy on that menu, but the idea is you're equipping all of your casters with bracelets, and bracelets give plus to all different types of elemental magic as well as max MP. Both of those things are pretty useful for casters, and we have just enough money to buy 2 for each of our main casters. So So because we organized our party, we can just, you know, do that to quickly grab the people we want.
作戦の説明は私がしよう。
Although most of those people, like Trey here, are merely fodder for Shiva.
それを操作することで水路から水を抜ける。
Let her go.
目標はガイドマーカーで確認しろ。
Shiva's really going to be the workhorse of the game for the next few missions at the very least. She's very fast, very strong.
魔晶石を設置しろ。
She levels up very quickly.
目標はあと1個。
Oh, not great. Hitting that valve can sometimes be difficult just because Shiva is very fast and likes to prioritize picking things over contextual actions. Here I'm just trying to kill a few extra enemies when it doesn't
そ
slow
こ
me
が最
down,
後だ。速やかに設置しろ
just。to give her a little extra levels, and to give some levels to counter attack as well. The rule of Eidolons though is that they go away anytime you hit a save screen, so you always want to swap off for that, or you're stuck watching a really long animation.
仕方ない。魔晶石を強制発動させる。制御装置の爆破により魔晶能力停止を確認。現在敵の司令部近辺の兵力は
So we're just gonna skate into this door for 10 seconds. There's nothing left to do on
能
the
力
screen,
が復旧する前に広告司令部を
but it
制
should
圧
open
し
at
ろ。
about 42. And now we're gonna wait about another 30 seconds. There's nothing to do on this screen while the water drains.
通信装置に異常が起きています
Well, besides kill a few
狙い
idiots.
はそれか
We'll see a couple of instances of shock troopers in the run. Shock troopers are pretty amazing. They can block anything with their shields. They can block magic with their shields. Matter getting poisoned here is a little bit annoying. It's not a huge problem. I just have to make sure I hit a specific recovery point. Which is, it's on the way. It's just really easy to accidentally run by it and not hit it.
モンスターだけでも面倒だってのに
You usually want to anyway, just because you need the MP. Aim? Aim? What? That guy wasn't harvested somehow. He just kind of...
こんな下水をう
I
ろ
don't
ちょろ
even
し
know
やが
what
って
that was. That was just weird. So normally when you harvest enemies, you harvest all the enemies in the area, like just chains onto all of them. But that guy decided he was good. He was just good being a frozen statue for the rest of his life.
あそこだ一気に行け敵捕捉これより
I'll pull out Rim real quick here because sometimes this guy, and yep, he did it, can just dodge everything. And it's fine because we want to sack someone on this screen anyway. So. swapping characters
道路
there.
復旧まであ
Not
まり
a
時間がない
problem.
よ敵軍が混乱の最中だ速やかに司令官を処分せよ
奴らに
Here, you just
戦
have to
争を
kill
教
all
え
the
てやれ
idiots in order.
門が開かん
Big
だ
guy.
ぞどうなってるんだ
And you're done.
近くの部隊を呼び戻せこう落とされるな
Definitely lost a couple of seconds there, just that one guy who didn't get harvested, but overall not bad. I'm really considering routing the end of that stage to summon 6 somehow. Just so I can avoid
お疲れ様
having to try to talk to her on crystal. Which looks really simple, but it's really awkward to get in position. They put it just far enough away from the corner that you can't just like run into the corner.
ご苦労
It's really easy to get stuck like circling around.
よし行こう
よしやるぞ
It's a little silly. But hey, coming up is the shortest chocobo ride known to mankind. That's
期
always
待
a
し
treat.
てるぞ
So short you're gonna question, why did I even summon a chocobo? What a chocobo ride. The reason we take that ride is just because there is an incredibly small, well, chocobos are slightly faster, 6 on the overworld, but there's also just an incredibly small chance you get a random encounter there. So it's worth it to pop a chocobo. We have 20. We're not gonna use 20 chocobos in Tron. We use 20 chocobos, something's gone horribly wrong.
Class 0任務開始
それは索敵型の兵器よ
This mission is all about stealth.
あたりの兵器すべてが警戒対象に入るわ注意して
Really, game.
随分と派手ね
Sometimes, even if you go all the way down to the end of that, it just doesn't trigger that door opening. It's really annoying. That's why I don't like to pop haste too soon here. But, it happened. This time, let's not run past the thing. So, luckily, the same guy always has the ID card. And the alarm is always in the same place for each of these labs. It's just, you know, getting there. Last round I made a silly mistake. I missed my blizzard bomb against the guy next to the alarm. Triggered it. They trigger the alarm, you have to fight a bunch of enemies. It sucks. I don't recommend it.
いつの間に
ブリューナクのシステムが変更されたみたいだな
I also picked up an invisibility SO here, and I just do that because it makes these labs consistent. It means the lab workers don't freak out until you kill someone. It just means that I always know exactly where the guy
可動部の
was.
確認進行中です
To be fair, the reactions seem semi-scripted, but sometimes they can run off in like dumb directions. I just don't want to worry about it. Ah yes, I got it. We are very stealth, as I trigger the alarm, and don't care. Okay, and that's the end of the stealth section. The entire base knows we're here now. Thus begins the trample over everything with Shiva section. Alright, so in this next room, Cadet is going to die even though nothing is hitting her. Oh, is she gonna live? Nope. There she goes. Oh, yeah, don't die too. Alright, so the route, my route anyway, plans for at least one person dying there. Doesn't matter who it is. Someone's gonna die there though. It's pretty much just written in the stars. So if Cadet is still alive here, you can harvest these guys a little early, trigger the last one to spawn, and then run to the next place you want to be. But really, okay, I was good at dodging. But since I don't have anyone else in the party who's nearly as fast as Shiva, better to just run here as Shiva. This is actually kind of mean. The game just kills whoever's leading your party here. Doesn't matter who it is, they just die. So we put in Machina, because Machina's useful, I promise. Machina's the worst character, and I am more than happy to sacrifice him any chance I get. Those two shop troopers can actually just be the destroyer of worlds if they decide they want to be. They were really nice to me today. Yeah, no, that's normal. That's just the best way for her to move. You gotta trust me. Alright, so this screen won't actually fade out until that guy over there is harvested or despawns. But it's actually just faster to save Shiva here. To kill the next screen. Can't swap back to Shiva after you swap away from her, unfortunately. Why, you ask? I don't know, this seems weird. Now it's time to introduce you all to my good friend, number 277. I accidentally took an extra character, so I'm gonna hope Reenact kills me. Thanks, Reenact. That's It's not really the attack I wanted you to do, though, because that's your slow attack, but... Then you're supposed to break sight there, Brianna. Stop breaking the rules, man. This is the worst attack you can do. It's just annoyingly slow. But now he will fall down and die. This is Nimbus. He is a Lucy. You know anything about the 13 series? You know that Lucy are really strong and crazy. He's level like 160 something. We're level 14. We're just gonna take the intentional death here. You either need to survive for about 3 minutes or have your entire party wiped. And either way, everyone declares a ceasefire and all the fighting stops. There is no way to beat him. He has, like, way too much health. You have no hope. 618 is a good time, though. Good spying. Now we're deep in enemy territory, which means lots of cutscene. Oh, you didn't hit by either of those? Yeah. Sometimes you just get really unlucky with how those gunners move. So we've been framed for the murder of somebody very important. But this world's stupid Deus Ex Machina plot device is that you can't remember anyone after they're dead. So nobody remembers anything except that we were with that person, and then they died. So clearly we're the murderers. That's how logic works, right? One of the SO missions here is destroy that airship, which is funny because it's absolutely free with Shiva. So in universe, like, each country kind of has a different magical force in their military. We have the actual mages. Blue Dragon team has control of monsters. White Tiger team, as we see here, has Magitech. And their Magitech apparently just sucks, because it gets absolutely wrecked by a single summon. There's like a Resident Evil monster guy chasing us right now. We don't care. Really not relevant.
援護を頼む。
待ってました。
This is a really cool strat here that I like. We're gonna turn down this haste SO. I hope it's getting a better one here. Trance is the one we want. So the game wants you to like run around this room the outside way, go fight that guy, and then run around this room the inside way, and get on the top of the train. But as it turns out, we can just switch to 7, who has a whip blade, and pull that guy over. And I got lucky there, but yeah, if you turn down the haste SO, it's possible to get a trance SO. Which just spell damage. Now we have to get all the stupid snakes off the stupid plane, train, whatever. So you can't change characters after this guy I'm about to kill dies. But if we input the command for Shiva to attack and then swap characters during the animation, we can change that way. I forgot to pick up the item there. That sometimes can be a useful item. Be a medkit or a high potion. I think are the only two things I've seen there, but I'm pretty sure I'm good on medkits, so it's not a...
戦闘が開始されます。市民は速やかに避難をしてください。繰り返します。戦闘が開始されます。
So we have a little bit of time before enemies spawn here. I'm gonna go for the Blue Saga strat. Ah, misplaced it. You put a Blue Saga like just the right spot and you kill all of those guys. Pretty nice when it works. We have some time while the gate lowers. Might as well summon Shiva. She's gonna make quick work of the next couple of enemies fight. This is actually the boss of the stage. What the game wants us to do here is they want us to hit one break sight on her so that she runs away. But we're actually just gonna take all of her health because we're Shiva and we're overpowered. And then comes this section where you have to trick her into shooting the trucks. So the goal right here is I want her to attack Shiva. I want her to ignore those two idiots and just shoot missiles at Shiva because Shiva has 2,000 health and doesn't care. And if Shiva despawns, she'll keep shooting where Shiva was. She's not very smart. I'm gonna switch to Jack just to be really safe. Turns out he wasn't gonna die, but I really need Jack alive for this next room, so... Not optimal to move as Jack ever. Jack's movement is just awful. First aid. I thought I had a strength 0, but guess not. Kinda hard to keep track of all the random drops you get, specifically what ones are good. Thought I had an item that gave me aura there, and I did, but I used the wrong one. I was looking. Now there's just a behemoth in this building. No, they don't ever explain why there's just a behemoth in this building. Really? That sucks. So, Cadet dying just means she loses out on some experience, and I lose out on a fast human runner. Neither are really run ending, they're just kind of like annoying minor optimism. Oh, and he dropped the support serum. Nice. Support serum is another item that can. Pretty good. Not enough room to summon Shiva on the stairs, or I would have just done it. Again, the game wants you to just break sight Captain Ines and not actually fight her, but we're Shiva and we can do so much damage that it doesn't matter. There's actually a haste SO here, so it's pretty viable to do this segment as Jack. But there's some MAs you have to kill up ahead and probably want to summon Shiva anyway. Might as well summon her early and get more use out of her. Swung a little too early. Alright, so she can do a bunch of different things, and I do need to hit a break sight on her this fight. And I got the best thing as long as I'm not stupid. Alright. That was a good fight. 829 is a great video. Ignore the splits, by the way. These splits are like a year old and do not reflect my PB at all. So here we need to power up Jack and Shiva just a little bit, because they're both really going to carry us to the next mission. The next mission is where things can go horribly, horribly wrong. Die without. I actually could upgrade Shiva all the way to Icicle Twirl Power 2 here, I believe. There are a couple of useful things I could get on her, but I don't think the menuing is the time it takes. It's kind of debatable. It certainly makes some later fights more consistent. I just hate how long it takes to menu. So this is a guarantee. You're guaranteed at least one random encounter. Which is why I bought a teleports. And random encounter is over. Thanks for playing. Fastest way to get on the ship, oddly enough, is just run into that corner. Though I'm nowhere near the ship, the game's just like, sure, whatever. Go home. I'm drunk. So now we have another RTS mission. Totally not gonna do.
Otsukare.
And then we have two missions back to back. It's easily the hardest part of the run.
ご苦労
First up will be the first battle of Judecca, which is a very anime stage, but it's also a stage where a lot of things can go wrong. Jack needs to survive. He does not bad things start. And then we'll do, you know, a fan favorite, Battle at the Big Bridge.
応援してます。
期待してるぞ
There might be some Gilgamesh. But first we get to play a minute of Duck Hunt.
各員連射砲準備来ます
昇竜だろうがなんだろうが敵は叩く。
竜無限後方一匹も近づけるな
So yeah, Blue Dragon Nation, they control monsters, they have dragons. We have magic. The dragons don't seem to be very smart. They're attacking one at a time and only on this side of our airship. They're not attacking any other sides of our airship. By the way, you might hear somebody else on the airship shooting. Don't worry, he's completely ineffective. Bang, yeah, I should show what he's doing after I this SO. Get my useless killer knuckles. So yeah, this guy's just kinda... I don't know what he's doing.
戦闘員は単に取
I
り付いた
don't
竜を
think
排
it's
除しろ
useful though. He's shooting at something, I guess. Sometimes that guy just does not want to stand still. What's next, you ask? Why, it's more duck hunt.
竜と遭遇した援護を頼む
右翼から総領の新手が接近注意してください
各員魔法連射砲を使え急げ
Oh, and our friend over on the right died. Poor friend. Now he can't uselessly shoot off into space anymore.
竜の数衰えませんまるで総領全軍を総動員しているようです
I mean, it would probably also help if the dragons did, you know, turn red and die instantly when you chop them.
ってやつだ
That seems like a design flaw. This military strategy. Oh, and yeah, there's nothing behind us. Keep crashing airship. So now, it's time for mandatory duck hunt.
冗談じゃない撃て
You have to shoot this guy a number of times. Just not too quickly though, or he'll bug out and become invincible.
辺りの部隊は直ちに退避してください
That's not great. Nah, free cycle is not good, but I mean, I much prefer it to be like 5 cycle of him bugging out and becoming in.
前方に総領来ますブレス攻撃衝撃に備えてください
でかいのが来るぞ クラスゼロへこ ち場とした白兵
お任せください。
Yeah, now they've like frozen the clouds or something, and we need to engage in hand-to-hand combat on the frozen cloud. Just in case anyone was questioning whether this stage was actually as anime as I was describing or not. I mean,
ま、倒すしかないでしょ。
not sure how else to convince you if you don't think battling on the frozen clouds is anime.
クラスホースです。現在敵と交戦中。救助隊長の位置把握ができません。
Alright, here's the first real scary part of.
有力隊を回せ。スザクの部隊を
The scariest thing, me having awful inputs.
北方に展開していた兵の位置確認に問題が出ている。連絡を聞いた該当者は機関へ
Guy
連絡せ
is
よ。
being a huge dork. So we have to fight a couple of Yetis in this stage. Yetis are scary. They do a lot of damage. They're faster than they should be.
よくも殺してやる。
What? Okay, that's bad. That's actually really bad. I'm not even sure what happened,
やられた。
but it's bad.
小生竜だ。俺たち候補生が。
まだ
行きましょう。
任せてくれ。
Now Karua is hosting me for 400 viewers while things are very bad. Hi Karua. How'd Mario go today? I hope it went well.
攻撃隊を出せ。獣を回せ。
Everyone watching, this is Final Fantasy Type-0, and I just had some of the worst RNG I've ever seen and lost my most important party member. The run might be dead. We're gonna find out.
2状態が全滅した。共に行動していた4人状態も全滅。現在撤退中だ。
But meanwhile, we're gonna watch Shiva just decimate everything with her powerful dance moves. How am I going to do this? I mean, Karua hosting a stream by itself is bad RNG. We all know this.
貴様らの相手は後だ。
No, but really, how am I gonna do this? Abstaining from the fight isn't an awful option, I guess? I mean, it is. That's actually an awful option.
行くぞ。
こちら実動です。早く来て。
Okay, so here's the problem. I lost my strongest party member, well, aside from Shiva. But Shiva can't actually damage a bunch of enemies here, because they're all ice element. In fact, she heals some of them. And this is the absolute worst. I can just bait him into break side attacks, I think, is the plan.
敵の攻撃が激しすぎてもう持たないわ。
No, come on. I just have to bait him into doing that over and over. Which is annoying, but... Yeah. This is by far the worst of the possible rooms it could have sent me to too. Ah, that was a bad input. Gave me the wrong attack. I love how the cadet in here is also just shooting ice at it. Like, the AI is just really bad at understanding elemental relationships.
南側防衛失敗。
東側だ。数が多すぎる。救援を頼む。
Yeah. This isn't great, but... Okay.
いただき。
This is at least a workable room. Because you can very easily kill those guys. Pretty easily get this guy away. Shooting at him. Of course, my AI also walked into the blast, so... Brilliant. Oh man, and I got a raid from the biggest boy, Mr. Cool Kid. That is also pretty cool. Because Rim died there, I'm short party members. Well, we're gonna finish this stage, but it's gonna be an adventure. Let's just put it that way.
我はここで終わるのか。これが最後の戦いであったか。
So I'm gonna reiterate while I run down this spiral where nothing happens. This is Final Fantasy Type-0. It's very much a black sheep in the Final Fantasy series. It's part of the 13 Pistola Final Fantasy 13, trying to call itself. Really plays more like a Kingdom Hearts game. Very action-oriented. Lots of different characters with different abilities. It's a pretty fun game casually. Good speedrun too. Lots of interesting tech. When we're not just abusing how overpowered Shiva is. That was a risky SO to take, but Precast is pretty good in this situation. I can't use Shiva. So this is going to be a little slow. I'm not going to lose time because my splits are literally from a year ago. I think I could actually die and not lose time on my splits, to be brutally honest, but... Hey, we made it through. Made it through the hard part. We're going to be alright.
巨大な竜に遭遇。
So this is actually the PC remake of a PSP game that got a PS4 remake. Each version is a little bit different. The difference in this version is that you can run at 3 times speed, which, as you can imagine, is pretty alright. Lets you move very fast. Third, alright, there you are. There's a third one of those guys, and he just never likes to show up. Here we need to kill 4 waves of these guys. Ideally, Shiva isn't useless, and she's actually proving to be pretty useful today. Sometimes she can actually just sit around and do nothing. Wow. Well, the RNG wasn't good at the start, but we made up for it with some pretty good Shiva luck. Now we're gonna fight a giant dragon. This is Celestia Shinryu, and the strategy against her is incredibly complicated, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull this off. Wish me some luck. And we won the fight. Good job. We did it. So you can actually win this fight, but it is very difficult. It's a little bit RNG dependent, and it's not even faster thanks to some AI manipulation. The game actually expects you to lose this fight, and when you do, it summons, you know, pretty nice little summon for you to just kill the boss with. It's actually impossible to lose from this point. Bahamut Zero can't go below 1 HP. But fighting Celestia with Bahamut Zero is actually a little slow. So I'm going to use a little bit of AI manipulation here and just charge up Giga Flare. If you don't target her and you just hold the charge button at the very start of the fight, she'll forget that she can attack. And then you can just, you know, bring her down to 0 health, flip her over, give her the anime, and that's the end of the stage. I'm gonna say that was like a 1430 Jideka. Not good, but acceptable. $13.20. Wow. Alright, that actually isn't a bad time. I have no idea how I got that time. I guess I did get to skip an area. Wonder if it's worth just looking into skipping areas, specific ones in that. Something to put in the back pocket.
関連する部隊は準備ができ次第指定地点へ向かってください。
怪我人だ通してくれ
Anyway, there we do a quick shopping trip. Just to get some ethers for the final mission. And we move on to battle at the big bridge.
プラスゼロ任務開始。
軍人解放バハムート出撃します。
So the last mission was all about fighting the Blue Dragon Nation and their crazy flying dragons. This one is all about fighting the White Tigers and their stupid Magitech things. And they have a lot of stupid Magitech things. But we have a Shiva. She likes to dance.
クラスゼロは敵前線を抜け。
我らの勝利は朱雀の勝利へとつながる
Ah, somebody has seen through my ruse. They know that tigers are not real.
ジャマーの影響で援護はできないわ。幸運を。
任せてくれ。
朱雀将軍はおめえらのジャマー破壊にかかってるヘマすんじゃねえぞこちら08混戦ジャマーの破壊はまだか耐えられないぞ
I don't need to kill that other guy. Hopefully he doesn't kill the rest of my party. I can't say it's ever happened. I also can't say I'd be terribly surprised if it did.
こちらは全滅。すまない。
ここまで来るとはこの先は通さぬ
This guy's gonna defend the bridge for his honor.
ミリテス広告に
ジャマー型はその先にいるわ。制圧して。
So a funny story, yesterday I discovered a soft lock on this level. So I'm gonna modify my strat just a little bit in order to not soft lock. Turns out if you finish this area with Shiva too quickly, the game just doesn't know what to do in the next part when it wants to split the party up. And it just goes to a black screen forever. You're too far away. Sometimes that guy's just close enough to hit. This was not one of those times. Not that it matters, because this is effectively auto-scroll. So here I'm going to try a strat where I'm not even gonna. Just gonna kill him with Jack. There's a strat there where you can keep a combo with Shiva going past her expiration time, and you'll just, like, she'll stick around until you drop the combo. But it's really hard to move her during it, and... Yeah, can you actually hit this guy? There we go. Should've used a different attack there. Jack was, having some trouble hitting lightning flash. Anyway, now we need to split up. Which basically just means we're gonna summon Shiva in 3 different directions. That's how our party splits up. So we need to send somebody behind us to stall for time and stop the reinforcements. Which mostly consist of dogs and guys with bayonets. They have magic tech. Why do they have bayonets? I don't know. All I do know is that bayonets are not an effective weapon. Shiva. I mean, we are special. We are the protagonist squad. Of course, you know, our magic is gonna be a little crazier than the average magic. But even later in the stage, we'll see, you know, multiple Afrits falling out of the sky and shot down. So it's not like we're the only people with access to summons. Oh yeah, the music warning you that there are enemies nearby that stops every time the enemies die. That's great. I'm glad it's just like a 2-second music loop. So the White Tigers actually are a little bit smart, and they use their magic tech to build a machine that jams magic. You know, unfortunately, we're not affected because we're protagonists, so we can go blow it up. So I hope you guys enjoy Shiva just killing random things. That's pretty much the rest of it. In fact, coming up here is probably one of my least favorite parts of the game. It's effectively an auto-scroller. We just have to wait here for about a minute and a half.
了解すぐに向かう
Enemies spawn out of this gate. We're waiting for 2 more of those flying inmates to join the fight.
時間がかかりそうだ
On PSP, it's apparently possible to completely skip this with some well-placed attacks, but they seem to have patched it in every version. And in New Game Plus, it's possible to kill those 2 extra enemies, because I guess they've already loaded. They're just really far off screen, so it's possible to kill them if you have Ultima and have it up. But we don't get Ultima in a New Game. Enjoy this 2-second music loop repeatedly as I cut these people down. Here I'm actually gonna run away from the action to resummon Shiva. I mean, that's just because it is very possible for these soldiers to kill the party members. Really don't want them. That makes it a little safer. You have all the time in the world, because again, we're just waiting for about 42 seconds. I'll go now. Come on.
この新型が束になれば魔人といえども倒せるはずだ。
待たせたな支援を開始する
Thankfully, that's the last time we need to wait for this stage anyway.
砲台の停止を急いで
いいから下がれ。
And here we just need to kill all the armors as they rise. I like how the platforms have nothing on them. Well, until the doors open. It's just a wonderful surprise. It's just like, what am I gonna get on this elevator? Oh man, I bet it's an MA. And then after killing like all of their super armors, this last elevator comes up and you think like, maybe it's a commander armor. Maybe, you know, at least it's one of those like little ATST looking walker guys. No, it's just a dude. So, at this point in the story, we summon Alexander and commit a horrible war crime, killing hundreds and thousands of soldiers. Did I mention this game has an M rating? But first, here's Gilgamesh. We'll fight him later. We're not gonna fight him right now. So because of the new route, I have an extra character here. I'm just gonna take the 5 seconds and have someone else die off for safety. $10.07's pretty alright. Big break. Extra time killing off some of that end was fortunate, but you know. Alright, well, there's one final RTS mission left in the game. If you like RTSs, well, I have a surprise for you. Surprise is we're not doing it. We're not doing any of them. The RTS missions suck. So now we move on to... I'm not even going to be sarcastic about this. We move on to the shortest mission in the game. I'm not even sure why this is its own mission. It's confusing.
ドクターの犬め。
報告首都進行作戦は終盤を迎えました。
一気に行くぞ。
やるぞ
So this entire mission is just a boss fight. We are going to kill a single enemy. There's a pretty ridiculous cutscene that creates this boss fight, but we don't get to see that. We just get to see the part where we kill a single enemy. Can't skip this airship for a little while, so we get to enjoy the airship. And hey look, it's this idiot again. So unfortunately we waste his only guaranteed attack on the summoning animation. But, you know, he just kind of walks into our attacks and dies, is usually how the fight goes. It's actually a pretty luck-based fight. You can have some really unlucky fights there. Especially with out upgrading Shiva. That was a really good fight. Happy with that. So I hope you guys like the first, 15 seconds of Boko the Chocobo. I sure do. Because we have to walk home, and it resets every time we transition areas. There's also an RNG chance for the Chocobo to despawn. It's based on the weather. I think it's based slightly on even who's riding it. And there's just some randomness to how long the Chocobo's willing to put up with you for. Ideally, it never despawns. I think the worst I've ever seen is 3. But even then, we have 18 Chocobos. Like, we're good. There's no danger of running out. But anyway, hey, we did it. We defeated the White Tigers. We are truly the champions of the Legends of the Hidden Temple. Game's over, we won. This is just the victory. That's pretty much what the game tells you. It's like, oh yeah, no. You won, congrats. Walk home, be a hero, everything's good. And then the game is like, hey, guess what? Nonsensical dramatic plot twist. And now it's raining blood, and giant faceless monsters are murdering them.
そして見たこともない様式の神殿が現れ、世界はルルサスという敵に埋め尽くされた。スザクでは院長を含めた各局長とも連絡が取れなくなり、ルシ・シュユやマキナも行方不明になった。指示系統を失った候補生たちは世界を凌辱しているルルサスに挑み殺されていく。院内は混乱の一途を極めた。その中でクラステロが行っていたミッションコードクリムゾンの存在が露見し、クラステロは不満のはけ口として。
So yeah, somebody told the rest of the cadets that we might be harvesting souls for some unnamed magical research, and I guess they're not happy about that. I don't see anything.
落ち着け。みんなの不安を煽るな。
So Rem and Maki are also just out of our party for. They're gone. Makina got emo and emoed off, and Rim got a token sick girl and sick girl. So we won't be able to use them for the final mission. Ondor. But first we have to walk around and talk to a bunch of people about how the world, which may or may not be our faults. That door. Sometimes that door.
どうしました？
So like every RPG, Type-0 has to give you the traditional, like, hey, this is the super final area. Wanna go there? And yeah, we do. Take a second to equip ethers before I forget. Gonna need a lot. Party's gonna split. Gonna take 8 Trey and Ace to the left. Gonna go look at the glowing eye of Sauron until he stops talking.
ふざけた因縁だよ。
私たちは簡単に死にません。
まさかシドとこんな形で戦うとは思ってませんでしたね。
我が棚心で存分に死に始めよう。
時間かけてもいいことないしね。二手に分かれるか。
行くぞ。
So now we have to survive Sid's trials to prove that humanity is worthy of humanity.
審判を与えよう。
Something.
みんな合わせてくれ。どうだ。任務完了。
The Versen Reaver is a new kind of enemy. If you don't harvest it, it spawns. They can also inflict kill sight on you, which means you die if anything hits you. Overall, they're pretty annoying. But there's a little bit of a quirk to how this area works, and that the Versen Reavers are the level. Their level is based on the level of the lowest level person in your party. So I've never taken Deuce to a mission. She's level like 8. So we got level 2 Reapers. This trial, by the way, is just survive for 2 minutes, so we're just gonna survive for 2 minutes. It is by far the easiest trial and one of the most annoying. That's not true. They're all annoying in their own special way. And I hope I don't mess any of them up hilariously. So we can't bring summons to Pandemonium. Instead, we have the Triad attack, which uses the whole AG bar, which you can kind of see on the right there. Triad attack, pretty simply, just makes everyone in the party use a unique attack. Actually pretty good. The cost is just kind of too high to use it very much in normal missions, and it's not cheap. It would definitely be very possible to do the run with Triad, but it wouldn't be faster. Although people have talked about routing a no summon category, which would be pretty interesting. But anyway, the purpose of the character use I did through the run was to make sure that Cadet and Jack were as high level as possible, Deuce was as low level as possible, and the resulting combination should mean that the two of them can pretty much tear through all of the enemy here. No way. Alright, so next up is a trial that really didn't translate well to the PC version of the game. Sid wants you to make it through this room twice without getting hit once. The problem is that on PC, I'm actually just so fast that... Oh, that's bad. Alright, I didn't move back enough, or back far enough to trigger that door. And apparently it doesn't even matter. So that's like a couple seconds lost. So in this next room, you have to shoot all the candles and then kill the enemy. That's all there is to it. Hardest part by far is actually just targeting everything. So now this Iron Giant's gonna animate for like 20 seconds. Oh, wow. Normally he likes to stomp around and just be useless for half a minute. That was nice. And here's a good way to fuck up the run. If you choose to become Lucy, the run is over, you get bad ending, thank you for playing. Remain mortal. Now we need to do the maze, north, east, west, south. What do you gotta do? North. East. West. East. Good, we didn't fuck up the maze. Surprisingly easy to just take a wrong turn there. And it's really bad if you do. Take 6, cool. Right? Take Cadet train. Remember how we gave Queen those items like an hour ago? Probably not, because I don't think anyone was hosting me at that point. Well, we gave Queen some items like an hour ago. And the reason was because they're going to help her kill these phalanx. Change the king here. Great if you could. Not letting me do his triad. Okay. So this next trial is probably the hardest and scariest in this entire mission. Is the magic only trial. They only use magic in this room. If you do anything else, you die. It's really easy to accidentally shoot these guys. Just, play muscle memory and shoot them. I actually almost just shot that guy. But we're good. That's probably the scariest trial. This is definitely the most annoying trial, though. So, in this room, there are 4 pillars. You need to destroy all 4 of them. But we can only destroy the 4th one when there's fire next to this eye, because the flames light the way. The real difficulty of this room is we actually want to kill off as many of our party members as possible that are not essential. And that's actually pretty difficult because, as it turns out, the Verslins are really bad at killing people. Like, you pretty much actively have to move into their paths to get people killed. Attack me? Maybe? Okay. I think I only got like 2 or 3 people killed off there. Not ideal, but... So of course we did the magical only trial. The obvious follow-up is the physical only trial on a bunch of moving platforms. It is exactly as annoying as it sounds. Especially as, you know, you might be able to tell because things just kind of rotate around. Also, unfortunately, nothing in here really does enough damage to kill anyone. So it's not even in a great environment to have things die. Everything lined up for me. And somebody died. That was actually about as good of a physical trial as you could ask for, really.
まさかゲーム？
Now I don't have to reshape the party, I just back in there.
あとはどんくらい残ってんの？ガク勘弁してよもう。
Now we're gonna get on the elevator. Everybody loves elevator sections in games, right? They're always loved for being fast and not auto scrolling.
うわ、なんか強そうじゃない。僕たちなら問題ない。
私に
Well, this one actually is
1000
pretty
年
quick.
早いっての。
That was the end.
この世にあふれる命は軽い。この程度は造作もないだろう。
ドブひあいた
This is a pretty simple crucible.
次から次に
Don't die and kill all the dudes.
これは貴様らが守れなかったはずだ。青き正
The
義
gimmick is like you're poisoned because you poisoned
復活した。
This whole section is supposed to be like Sid tormenting you for destroying the lives of all these nations.
なんだこいつら。
But in character, the characters can't remember anyone they've killed, and out of character, you really didn't do anything wrong. He's really the monster. You're actually pretty okay.
貴様らにできるのか。
ここを守れ。
私に任せなさい。
支援するよ。僕に任せろ。頼んだぞ。
先に見よ。望郷の真髄は自らの魔法により少女と化した。
なんなのよこれって。
ああ、ちょっと勘弁してほしいな。やるしかないだろ。
あの野郎軍神まで自在かよ。
これくらいはやってもらわんとな。
気をつけて。
I particularly like this trial because of how much the game thinks like these guys being invisible matters in any way.
箱庭で比べ合う地では波に飲み込まれ無念に沈むのみ。
How will you ever defeat those invisible mods? Oh, they're dead.
もうあんたのこと覚
Thanks for
え
playing.
てないっての。
またもう名前も覚えてないのに。
Okay. So one final trial to do, and it's a bit of a boss fight. I'm gonna deploy Solo Jack.
堅牢なる盾もまるで波動のように下って
I hit it the wrong time.
うわ、な
They can't.
でこんなところにあいつが。
If you want some distance between you and Gilgamesh, you hit him with the fireball. Just kind of carve into him.
勝ったのは私らだ。
So that's the last major trial. I'm gonna do that real quick. Yeah, would have died. Dying here is... that's questionable. This trial is just run up the spiral staircase. Hedder's obviously the fastest character, so she runs up the spiral staircase. And then you lose. GG, well played, thanks. Turns out Sid cheats, and he just decided, I'm done. I'm bored, whatever. So now we don't have the benefit of Accelerate anymore. Everyone's just kind of limping around. 8 is the fastest limper as far as I can tell. Patra's pretty good at it. King's pretty good at it. And we find that Machina and Rem are crystals and dead. What a happy ending for the two of them. That actual cutscene is very stupid. When neither of them realize they're fighting the other. Even though, you know, Rem is not wearing anything to disguise who she is. And Machina still has his signature, like, drill blades. Who did you think it was? So here's, of course, Sid just telling us we're worthless and fit for the Agito. Now the hardest cutscene to skip in the game. Hey, it didn't happen. There's a cutscene there where Sid just like refuses to not tell us how like a rusted gun whose trigger won't fire. So here we have to fight the Arbiter of Humanity. Turns out fighting a god is pretty hard. And he kicks our ass. But we have the power of friendship for something. So, I mean, you know, we're protagonists. We're gonna win. What did I get? 9. Okay. 9's a pretty good starter here. Because 9 could just do that. But now in turn, each of the cadets needs to hit Sid, harvest him, and then we're done on the last harvest. Okay, I guess. I don't want to base actually. After 3 hits, he dropped his Reflect, and magic starts becoming an effective way to attack him. Now I can pull from the bottom of my party and get all the Thunder Shotgun users. And at this point in the fight, we've disabled both of his arms, so he only has one attack. And I'm just gonna be quiet and let you guys enjoy the music. Good theme.
ここで蹴りをつける。
裁きだと言っておる。終われと言っている。
それで終わりにする。
終われと言っている。
余裕で倒しちゃうよ。
これが裁きだと言っておる。皆、貴様らが必ず断りなのか。終われと言っている。させん。これでは何も変わらんのだ。
これで終わりにしちゃうよ。
我のものだ。無駄なあがきだとなぜわからない。愛というのいた世界は再び螺旋の中に消える。
More hit. And time is on the last Phantoma Harvest. It's a 152 bogey. That is a good run. Drink soda.